We tried intermittent fasting for 1 month. Here's what happened.
But first, intermittent fasting. What is it? Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating. It doesn't specify which foods you should eat, but rather when you should eat them. One of the most popular patterns is the 16-8. That means 16 hours of fasting, followed by 8 hours of being allowed to eat. Some of the benefits of intermittent fasting are weight loss, increased hydration, and saving time on making meals. And this month, we're going to be trying it out from 2 different perspectives. 1, from the family man, and 2, from the bachelor. While fasting, we'll be drinking water and occasionally black coffee. That means no calories, no energy drinks, and no BCAAs. Time to try it out and then offer our verdict. Wish us luck.
Babe, are you okay?
I'm just enjoying a nice breakfast, that's all.
There's nothing on that plate though.
So good.
You still have 5 hours until you eat.
I think I'll enjoy you next.
When I was young, I never needed anyone. All by myself. Cause you had a bad day, you take it one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. You said you
God, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I'm so hungry.
What if I told you you don't have to eat noon to 8?
What do you mean?
You can shift the 8-hour eating window.
What do you mean?
You don't have to eat noon to 8 p.m.
What do you mean?
For God's sakes, you eat whenever it fits your schedule, as long as it fits into the 8-hour window.
What do you mean?
You can eat 9 to 5 p.m. and it'll still be 16-8, dipshit.
Oh, this changes everything.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say.
Look, I know this might seem a little sudden, but I've given it a lot of thought. You're the one I've been waiting for my whole life, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Please, let me finish. I'm crazy about you. I've never felt this way about anybody. I mean, look at me. I'm giddy as a schoolboy. A schoolboy who desperately wants to make sweet, sweet love to you.
Things have been going pretty good, but I gotta be honest, it's been pretty difficult as well. I've been finding that once the time comes, 1 p.m. comes around, I am so hungry that I end up binging. I'm making more food than I usually eat in one meal and just stuff my face. And it feels good, but 2, I just feel lethargic afterward. I feel like I ate too much. And then I am basically not hungry until the evening time, and I can basically fit one more meal in before my time's up, around 9 p.m. or something. So I'm trying to fit as much food
as I can, and I'm not quite sure I'm actually fitting enough for me personally to get all my calories in to either maintain or even maybe gain some muscle. I know this is intermittent fasting is usually used to keep yourself in the calorie deficit, to lose weight, which I can see why it would be so beneficial if that's your goal, because it's really hard to eat a lot of food in that short amount of window, at least short for me. So I got some time left, and I'm hoping by day 30 everything kind of comes together and it just flows a little bit smoother, and looking forward to seeing what happens, seeing the results. Yeah.
After that day 15 breakthrough, I feel like a whole new dude. Switching the fasting window so that I can eat from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. has been a game changer for me. Typically, I'll start my day about 4:30 a.m., I'll do some mobility, I'll get a workout in, and then it's time to eat, which works great. Beforehand, I had to do both those things and then wait until noon. It was absolutely brutal. All I could think about was eating. Thankfully, now that's not the case. I've also been noticing some great benefits along the way as well. I've been drinking a lot more water, and I've been eating less calories overall, which is awesome because I already noticed a change in my physique. For me, for the rest of this intermittent fasting challenge, it looks like 9 to 5 is the way to go.
Currently on the way to the store right now, picking up some food. Now, I've made some mistakes along the way, along this 30-day intermittent fasted journey, and one of them was going to the store while I was fasting. I would highly recommend not doing that, because I bought a lot of things I probably shouldn't have, a lot of snacky things, and like I mentioned before, it's easy to binge immediately after a fast. When your time comes in, you just want to eat all the food around you, and you just kind of feel like shit afterwards. So I've already eaten. It's later in the day, and I'm heading to the store to get some chicken and some rice and healthy things that will satiate me, but will also keep me within a certain amount of calories, and I won't overeat. So I think it's going pretty smooth so far. It's definitely getting smoother as the days progress, and I'm getting used to the time period I'm eating at in the fasted periods as well. I'm not feeling quite as lethargic as I usually do, low energy on the fasted periods, and I'm starting to kind of forget about the time sometimes where I'm not just watching the clock. I can actually just fit it right in with my schedule, and it's feeling pretty damn good. So I'm looking forward to finishing out the rest of the 10 days and get this intermittent fasting done.
Day 30. And our month of intermittent fasting has come to an end. We've had lots and lots of people over the years ask us our thoughts on intermittent fasting, and me and Brandon felt that it would only be good before offering our thoughts if we went through it ourselves. So now that we're done, what's the verdict?
My vote for intermittent fasting is gonna be no flex. But I do want to mention that just because it didn't really particularly work for me, it fit my schedule, doesn't mean it won't work for you. So I do still recommend that you try it out for yourself to see if it does, and make sure you give it enough time to build that habit up and get comfortable with it, and give it enough time to see if you see those changes within yourself. So I feel like this goes to show that everyone is slightly different when it comes to nutrition. Everyone needs to try out something to see if it works for them.
Flex. Yeah. Drink more water, snack less, and lose weight, all while following an easy set of guidelines. I'd say intermittent fasting is a win. If you've tried intermittent fasting in the past, or maybe you're doing it right now, let us know in the comments what you enjoy and what you dislike about the diet. And look for our next challenge, where we're going to be doing keto for a month. Ooh. This one should be exciting. And use the handy vote bar right there to let us know which challenge we should take on for a month after that one. We're game. Well, depending on what you vote for.